I welcome all for the today video lecture on valuation. This is the second lecture on valuation. Previously we cover various types of that is in previous video lecture we cover what is the definition of valuation, what are the factors that are affecting the valuation, then various term which is used in valuation like cost, value, price, etc. Then what are the then we discussed about what are the purpose of valuation, why you need to do the valuation. Then we also discussed in that is various principle of valuation also, or what are the factor of affecting the value of a property. In previous lecture we seen that. Before we are starting our next lecture, I am just introduce myself. I am Professor Nayak, Chittaranjan Biravar Nayak, Associate Professor in Vidya Pratishthan Kamal Bajaj of Engineering, Institute of Engineering and Technology. It is located in Baramati, Pune district, Maharashtra. Before we go for discussed about total value and some other methods, and today we are going to discuss value of value and various methods to calculate that value. There are many methods, just like sinking fund method, constant percentage method. All these methods we are going to discuss, and also we are going to calculate some of the problem which is related to that. So before going to that part, we just see what we study in previous lecture, in previous video lecture. First we study that is the introduction to valuation. Then after that we just see various cost and value term used in the valuation. Then we discussed after that we discussed various points like purpose of valuation, what are the various purposes which need to be studied for the valuation, or which is going to be used in valuation. Then after that we just see what are the principles of valuation. Then next we see factor affecting the value of a property. In previous lecture we studied all these points. Now in this topic we are just going to study about the value and how we calculate that value. And value classification, that is, first value is theoretical value and economical value. Then theoretical value, mathematical value worked out from the property, and economical value is a measure of the benefit that an economic actor can gain from either a good or service, and generally measured in terms of currency. This is called economical value. Then another value is social and cultural value, aesthetic value, then again is political value and religious value. These are the classifications of various types of value. These are several type and definition of value sought by a real estate appraisal. Some of the most common are market value, the price at which an asset would trade in a competitive supply or demand setting. The market value usually that is depend upon the market, and it is on value of fair value. Okay. Then value in use or value on use value, the net present value of a cash flow that an asset generate for a specific owner under a specific use. Then value in use is the value of a particular user and may be above or below the market value of a property. Then investment value, in the value to one particular investor and may or may not be higher than the market value of a property. Difference between the investment value of an asset and its market value provide the motivation by buyer and seller to enter the marketplaces. Then next is this is all about value. Then next is sinking fund. It is the fund which is built up for the sole purpose of replacement or reconstruction of a property when it lost its utility either at the end of useful life or become obsolete. The fund is regularly deposited in bank or within an insurance agency, so that on the expiry of period of utility of the building, sufficient amount is available for its replacement. The calculation of sinking fund depend upon the life of the building as well as upon the rate of interest, and is generally calculated on 9/10 of the cost of construction, as the owner will get 10% of scrap value of the building when the life of the building is over. This is all about the sinking fund. The amount of installment in sinking fund can be worked out as under using this formula. Using this formula, we can calculate the amount of sinking fund, where you also then this terms S, that is coefficient of sinking fund, and AC yearly installment of the sinking fund. Taking Sn is equal to n, then we calculate AC using this formula. Then where n is equal to the utility period of life of building in year, Sn is equal to sinking fund to be calculated in n year, R is equal to rate of interest in decimal, or S is equal to yearly installment of sinking fund. Using all this formula, we can calculate what is the sinking fund. Then just we go for one formula for sinking fund. That is example, the sinking fund amount of a property is estimated to Rs 50,000, whose future life is 20 years. Find the yearly installment of sinking fund of a fund which should be set aside 5%. And coefficient, first we need to calculate first the coefficient of sinking fund installment, and AC is equal to using this formula we can calculate the sinking fund. Then this for after finding putting all this value, we just get 0.0302. This is the coefficient of sinking fund. Then yearly installment of sinking fund is equal to this coefficient multiplied by that rate, estimated rate. This will be give the total 1510 per year rupees. Then in another example for sinking fund, a property has been purchased by a person at a cost of Rs 40,000 excluding the cost of land. Determine the amount of sinking fund annually deposit at rate of 5% compound interest. Assume the future life of the building as 30 years and scrap value of the building material is 10% of cost of the purchase. Solution. In solution, the total amount of sinking fund to be accumulated at the end of 30 years. Then we need to calculate Sn. Using Sn here, that is using this formula, we can just Sn. This is 36,000. Then annual installment of sinking fund using the formula. Then we find out annual sinking fund equal to 541.35 rupees. Then next is depreciation. This depreciation is one of the most important terms in the valuation purpose. It is the loss of value of a property due to its use, life, wear and tear, decay and obsolescence. This is an assessment of a physical wear and tear of a building or a property, and it is naturally depend on its original condition, quality of maintenance and mode of use. Thus, value of a building or a property decrease gradually up to the utility period due to depreciation. There are different methods for calculation of depreciations. These methods are straight line method. In straight line method, a fixed amount of original cost is lost over year and is deducted from the original cost as long as the useful service life and salvage value remains unchanged. Thus, at the end of this utility period, only the salvage value will remain. Then annual depreciation is equal to D is equal to, that is original cost plus salvage value. Then depreciation D, that is we just calculate after there are depreciation value, then depreciation D you can calculate. D is equal to C minus V divided by N, where D is equal to yearly depreciation, C is equal to original cost, V is equal to scrap or salvage value, N is equal to utility period of life of a property in year. The book value after number of years says N1 year, that is original cost minus N1 into that depreciation. This will be give the book value, or this is using that problem, that is straight line method, using straight line method. Example, a person purchased a property of Rs 20,000. Assume that its net salvage value after 30 years will be 2,000. Determine the amount of depreciation of each year considering each to be uniform. Then annual depreciation using this formula, D is equal to C minus V. D minus is equal to C minus V divided by N. Then we can calculate this depreciation is equal to 600 per year. 600 per year. In second example, the total cost of a machinery including the installment charges in a factory is Rs 120,000. Calculate the depreciated cost of the above after 15 years. The salvage value is Rs 8,000. The span of the life is 40 years. Then the cost of machinery C is equal to given, salvage value is equal to given, and annual depreciation is just calculated using D is equal to C minus V divided by N. This is comes out to be 2800. And depreciation for 15 years is equal to, we can just that annual depreciation multiplied by number of years. This will give the total depreciation. It comes out to be 42,000. Then depreciation cost of the machinery after 50 years is equal to total cost minus depreciation value. This will comes out to be 78,000. So this is only that depreciation using straight line method. Then depreciation sinking fund depreciation method. In this method, the depreciation of a property is assumed to be equal to an annual sinking fund, and the compound interest there up to the date. The exact amount to be set aside for the purpose of reinvestment in the form of depreciation is calculated in such way that by depositing the same at a compound interest, it will be amount to be fixed capital at the end of the specific period. The annual sinking fund to be provided are rupees 1 in n years. Then using this formula, R is equal to R divided by 1 plus R2 by n minus 1, where R is equal to rate of interest at which sinking fund amount is required to be invested. This is using second formula to calculating sinking fund depreciation method. Then what is year of purchase? Then the capitalized value which need to be paid once for all to receive a net annual income of Rs1 rupees 1 by way of interest at the prevailing rate of interest in perpetuity in an identified period for a fixed number of days. Suppose the rate of interest is 5% per annum. One has to deposit Rs 100 to get Rs 5 per annum. Now to get RE1 rupees 1, he has to deposit 100 divided by 20 rupees per annum. Therefore, year of purchase is equal to this 100 divided by rate of interest, that is equal to 1 divided by R. This is called as year of purchase. Then in case of life of a property is anticipated to be short and to be account the accumulation of sinking fund and the interest on income of the property to be replaced capital, the year of purchase is suitably reduced. Then year of purchase YP is equal to, using this formula we can find out the YP. The example, calculate the value of a year of purchase for a property if its life is 20 years and the rate of interest is 5%. For sinking fund, the rate of interest 4.5%. Here we just calculate, that is R is equal to 5%, R1 equal to 4.5%. Then we calculate year of purchase using this formula. then we can calculate all these things, and P is equal to 12.31 YP. Then YP, using this formula you can calculate YP. This formula you can, all the value are given, and this is YP is equal to 12.1. This is year of purchase. And the next is outgoings. And outgoings, that is repair. It is includes various types of repair such as annual repair, special repair, immediate repair, etc. The amount of spent of repair 10 to 50% of gross income. This comes under that outcome. Taxes, including municipal taxes, wealth tax, income tax, property tax, etc. paid by owner for the property annually and are calculated on annual rental value of the property after deducting the annual repair 15 to 20% of gross income. This comes out of the outcome. Outgoings. Sinking fund, management and collection of charges. 5 to 10% of gross income may be taken for this purpose. For small building, it may be not necessary to be considered. Loss of rent. It may not be possible to keep whole of the premise full at all time. In such cases, suitable amount should be deducted from the gross rent. Miscellaneous, that includes electric charges for lighting, running lift, etc. and are borne by the owner, 2 to 5% of gross rent is taken for these changes. This is comes under all in outgoings. Note, if the outgoings are not given in the question and to be assumed, the following percentage may be taken for the solving the problem. Repair 10% of the gross income or rent, municipal tax 20% of the gross rent, property tax 5% of gross rent, management and collection charges 5% of gross rent, insurance premium 0.5% of gross rent, miscellaneous charges 2% of gross rent. If not given, then we will take this outgoing. And qualification of a valuer. Value is an expert of his profession and is to be work out the market value of the property depending upon economic analysis of all item of the property. In order to become a good valuer, he must possess good knowledge of the following topics: planning, design and construction work, surveying and leveling, quantity surveying and estimating, building by laws of the locality, laws of easements and Rent Restriction Act. He or she should be know all these points thoroughly before going to for a good valuer. Qualification of valuer. Then again, arbitrations, law of contracts, local and government taxation, fire insurance, rate of market interest and rate of interest on gilt-edged securities, present market rate of land and other item concerning value of a property, report writing, etc. This is also comes on the qualification of a valuer. Then valuation of a land. Valuation of land. Cost of the land is approximately determined by taking the average of the sale rate of the near past. Suitable increase or decrease is allowed to be cost arrived according to the location of lot, the topography, shape and ratio of its length to depth, mode of payment, etc. Sinking fund deposited is also taken as depreciation for the purpose of calculation of net value of a property. And calculation of a value of property by taking sinking fund as a depreciation is also replacement cost of the method of valuation. Then method of valuation, first is rent return method. Capitalized value of the property is worked out as under net rent, that is gross rent minus outgoings. Then year of purchase, capitalized value. In this case, there are immediate repairs to be taken. Net value, capitalized value minus capital repair. Example: a building is in a class city. A class is a building in a class in an A class city is let out of Rs 500 per month. The total outgoing of the property is estimated to be 15% of the gross income. Calculate the capitalized value of the property, the present rate interest of 6% and life of the property is 50 years. Then we just find out first gross income. Gross income is equal to total 5,000 per month multiplied by 12. Then outgoing is equal to 15% of gross rent. Then we find out the outgoings. Then we count the net rent. What is the net rent? Then since the life of expectancy is quite lengthy, therefore the income is considered to be perpetual, hence YP is equal to 1 by R, 16.67 it comes out. Then we find out the capitalized value using the formula that is already given. Then after finding out all this, we can find out capitalized value is equal to 8,04,270 rupees. Then method of valuation. Then second method is equal to land and building basis. When the rent cannot be ascertained by the direct methods for a building like schools, club, etc., the valuation is done on the cost of land to which depreciated cost of the building is added. Cost of the land is approximately determined by taking the average of the sale rate of the near past. Depreciated cost of the building is arrived at by knowing its life and its age. Sinking fund deposited is also taken as depreciation for the purpose of calculation of net value of a property. Then method of valuation. Third method is residual or development method. A bid plot is divided into a small valuable unit which are planned and provided with waste or amenities at the least possible expenses. About 30% of land should be provided with necessary amenities like road, gardens, parks, electric substations and water facility like well, etc. In existing building, if some improvements are to be made, the development method of valuation may be used. The anticipated capitalized value will be equal to the product of net income and year of purchase. Then fourth method of valuation. You can this is fourth method, that is valuation based on the profit basis. Such valuation is generally done for commercial buildings like hotels and cinema and is based on the profit of business in such properties. Net yearly profit is worked out by reducing all the possible outgoings and interest of capital invested by the owner of the business and remuneration of his labor. This net profit is taken as net rent. Capitalized value is determined by multiplying net rent with year of purchase. Then second one is valuation based on the cost. In this method, the cost of providing a new construction at the prevailing rate or is positioning the property is taken as the basis to determine the value of the property. In such cases, necessary depreciation should be allowed. Finally, the cost of land and adjusted reproduction cost are added together to get the value of the property. Then depreciation method of valuation. Then according to this method, the depreciated value of the property on the present day rate is calculated by the formula using this given formula. D is equal to P into 100 minus RD divided by 100 to the power n, where D is equal to depreciated value, P is equal to cost at present market rate, RD is equal to fixed percentage of depreciation, R stands for rate for and D for depreciation. R stand for rate or D for depreciation. And N is equal to number of year the building had been constructed. To find the total valuation of the property, the present value of land, water supply, electric and sanitary fitting etc. should be added to the above value. Then the value of RD can be taken in given table. You can find out the life of building. Depending upon this life of building, we can find out the RD, where the RD is calculated this depreciated value of the building. Using this RD, we can find out using this method, that is serial number 1, life of building. It is depend upon the life of building. If the life of building is 75 to 100, then RD is equal to 1. If the value is less than equal to 20 RD life of building, then it is equal to 5. Then one example, the present estimate of a building of Rs 2 lakhs, it is 20-year-old and maintained in a good condition. The life of the structure is assumed to be 80 years. Work out the present value of the building in acquisition. With the present value of building, calculate the standard rent. The rate of interest may be assumed is 6%. And the depreciated value of the building, you just calculate using that formula, this given formula here, where D is equal to depreciated value, P is equal to RS 2 lakhs, cost of present market rate, RD is equal to 1, assumed, fixed percentage of depreciation, R stand for rate and depreciation. N is equal to 20 in given question, therefore D, we can calculate D, D comes out to be this one. Then annual rent is equal to 6%, then finding out that D 6%, this is comes out to be 98150. Rent per month is equal to standard rent 9815 divided by 12, this is comes out to 1880 rupees. The value of RD may be taken as 1 for the building having life 80 years. Then another example, in RCC frame structure building having estimated future life of 80 years, fetch a gross annual rate of Rs 2220 per month, work out capitalized value of the basis of 6% net yield, the rate of compound interest of sinking fund may be taken 4%. Then the plot of above building measure 1400 square meter, cost of land may be taken to be 120 per square meter. The other outgoings are repair and maintenance 1/12 of the gross income, municipal taxes, property 25% of gross income, management and miscellaneous charges 7% of gross income. The plinth area of the building is 800 square meter and the plinth area rate of the above type building may be taken. So this is the total. The gross income per year, we can calculate total rent multiplied by 12, which comes out to be gross income. Then we just deduct all the whatever the outgoings per annum. After finding out these outgoings, that repair for maintenance, municipal taxes, management and miscellaneous charges, sinking fund required annual, after finding out all these things, it comes out to total outgoing is equal to per annum is equal to 10960.8. Net annual return is equal to total income minus that outgoing. This is comes out to be 15679.20. Then we just calculate capitalized value of the building, that is net income into year of purchase. So after finding out all this, then total value of property comes out to be this value. Then we can calculate this. Then just after finding out this value, we just need to calculate the report of valuation of a property. The suggested report structure is like this: executive summary, then is introduction, land particulars, improvement, locality, market valuation and valuation. This is the one of the total summary of a valuation of a building. So this topic, we just see various method of calculating valuations. After that, just we see in the last, we see the how to write, how the structure of a property valuation report, and we see some problems using that depreciation method also. We see the definition of depreciation. It is very important in examination. Basically it is asked for problem to 12 to 15 marks. I think this video lecture is helpful to find to getting the concept is clear. For getting the concept clear, then I think this is very useful, and to the as per university examination. Thank you for patient listening, and also I in next video lecture we are going to solve more problems related to depreciations and obsolescence. In depreciation, we just see two methods. I will not calculate the book value at the end of here. In next lecture, we are going to study how we calculate the book value and how we calculate the depreciation using more problems which is asking in the examinations. This is I think next video lecture it will be more clear to the readers. Okay, thank you all.